dramatically increasing the danger of spreading the wildfires. That is the big concern, of course. Joining us this morning right now, LA Fire Department Captain and Public Information Officer Erik Scott. Thank you for being with us this morning. Appreciate it. Let's talk about the Santa Ana winds, why they're so dangerous, and what does the fire department do specifically in terms of deployment when we are expecting a strong wind event?
Oh, that's a great question. Simply put, these Santa Anas, they're a powerful, hot wind that dries out the vegetation. So that creates two problems for us firefighters. First is that the hillside brush is very susceptible to a spark. So a wildfire can start very easy, so we all have to be careful. And two is during a brush fire, it's the gusty Santa Ana winds that come through. It speeds up the flames like a freight train through the canyons, and it'll carry those embers ahead of it to new areas, starting new fires, or it'll carry those embers into your home, and that could be a problem. So it's during these increased fire dangers that your Los Angeles City Fire Department pre-deploys additional firefighters. We put extra boots on the ground in key areas prone to wildfires so we can hit them hard and fast.
Captain Scott, I know it's not just the firefighters who need to prepare. I know you want people who are living in fire areas to prepare. In fact, I know you want them to have a plan even before a fire breaks out.
No, you're right, Tony. It's the wildfire action plan that has to be prepared and familiar to your whole family in advance of the wildfire. And every family's plan are going to be different. Tony's, yours will be a little different than Araksya's. It all depends on what your family and your situation needs are. But if we act on these three simple words, your family is going to be very likely to be safe during a wildfire, and that's the ready, set, go. And we have to be ready. That means you create and you maintain defensible space around your home. You have to harden your home against those flying embers. And then we get set. That's probably the most important part. You have to prepare your family and your home ahead of time for the possibility of having to evacuate. And make sure that you have a plan on what you're going to take and where you're going to go. And we have to remember this year, because of COVID-19, evacuations are a little different. And then finally, we have to be ready to go. So when a wildfire strikes, remember to go early for your safety.
And when you talk about what to take, let's talk about those 6 Ps.
Yeah, they're a really simple way to remember of what to keep ready in case you have to immediately evacuate. And so the first is life before property, right? So we have people and pets. That's your first P. Then it's your papers, your phone numbers, all the important documents that you need to have. 3 is your prescriptions, your vitamins, your eyeglasses. 4 is the pictures or anything that's irreplaceable in your house. 5 is your personal computer or your laptop. And finally, 6 is plastic. So money, whether it's credit cards, ATM cards, or cash.
And Captain Scott, I know you tell people all the time, listen to authorities. If they tell you it's time to go, then it's time to go. But you always have those people who simply will not obey, simply will not leave, and they stay behind. Not a good idea.
Well, first off, Tony, we get it. We know people want to save their home, and it means so much to them. But we do not take evacuations lightly. We're looking at fire behavior, the past history, the topography, the current weather conditions. And remember, there's a lot of areas throughout Los Angeles that are choke points. We need to get people out of those narrow, windy roads as we get big fire engines up so we could get in there and help people. So the best thing they could do is to give us the space to do our job.
Captain Scott, before we let you go, what are the air assets being deployed out of curiosity? Are those super scoopers being used?
Yeah, so your Los Angeles City Fire Department has a fleet of 6 helicopters that work year-round. It's not just strategic water drops. It's hoisting people out of Griffith Park. It's pulling people out of LA River. But this time of year, we also augment that with those big Erickson air cranes. Also, as you mentioned, the super scoopers are those fixed wing aircraft. Those are all part of Los Angeles County. And then we're also bringing in large fixed wing aircraft to drop fire retardant ahead of the fire as needed. Due to mutual aid, we all share aircraft as needed.
Well, you know what? We're keeping our fingers crossed for you guys out there on the front lines. We know how difficult your job is. You guys are definitely heroes to us. You're trying to keep our properties and ourselves safe. And we urge people to listen when you say leave, because you're telling them to do that for their own safety. Captain Erik Scott, thanks so much.